Today we're going to be going over the capsular CAR for the shoulder. And so one of the reasons why we're going to be doing this drill is to really isolate and stimulate the capsule of the joint. And so a key component to this is not moving the actual shoulder blade and trying to move specifically just through the humerus bone on top of the actual scapula where they meet. You want to think of that thing as like a golf ball on a tee, okay? So it's a highly unstable area of the body, but what we're going to try to do is get the whole joint to learn how to stay still here and start to rotate like this inside there. The way we're going to do that is on our side. So we'll need a block or a couple towels to support your head and neck. I'm going to use the yoga block in this case. You can also use a pillow. So I'll show you multiple views, but from the side right here, what we're going to start doing is by lifting the arm to approximately 90 degrees outside of our body, or just in line with the armpit line. And then my elbow is going to be at 90 degrees. From here, I'm going to try to lock my shoulder blade in place a little, not super hard, with like probably 20% effort, maybe 30. And I'm going to start to turn my hand in through internal rotation. Nice and slow, and find a little bit of end range. And then I'm going to go back through external rotation. And this whole time I'm thinking that there's like a metal bar through my arm going straight up to the ceiling, and my elbow is moving around that fixed point. So I just keep going back and forth and back and forth. We're going to want to do this drill for approximately 60 seconds to 2 minutes. Slow and methodical, making sure we're not compensating by elevating the shoulder as we go through internal rotation. And then when we go through external rotation, we're not letting the chest puff up and drop forward too much. We're trying to keep those things nice and locked in place and just tighten up the shoulder. So when I go back this way, the back side of my shoulder is feeling tight. When I go this way, I should feel a little bit through the anterior deltoid, like right around here, and then in through the armpit should get stimulated a little. If you're having a tough time with that, perhaps you want to reach your arm up for the ceiling and then continue to go, and that will start to get a little bit more out of the armpit, and you'll feel a little shaky, not necessarily just the muscle. So this top view, you'll see I'm going to try my best to keep my elbow pointing right at the camera there, and then I'm going to go through external rotation, nice and slow. Tighten up the backside, squeeze my hand a little bit, and I'll go the other direction. So that elbow is staying in a fixed position. So this is a drill that can actually be loaded. So I'll use a little 4-pound ankle weight here, and I'm going to try to move again. Same concepts, same stimulation. Keep the elbow in that fixed spot. Keep the shoulder blade in the same spot. Rotate all through the glenohumeral joint and stimulate that capsule. And a little bit of load is actually a nice thing for this one to get a little more of the feels out of this.